Today's lesson is called The Surprising Origins of Quirky Christmas Customs. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
My name is Roger, and today we're going to talk about some rather unusual Christmas customs. That is a very suitable topic for today's program because today is Christmas Eve, and of course tomorrow is Christmas. It's not an official holiday here in Taiwan, so you still have to work, but still you see people celebrating it. People are dressing up as Santa Claus, and you see Christmas decorations around, and of course bookstores and department stores are all playing Christmas music to let us get into the holiday spirit. But yes, Christmas songs, Christmas trees, decorations, those are all common Christmas customs. But today we're going to talk about some unusual, quirky Christmas customs.
There you go. Yeah. What do people do around Christmas time in Christian cultures? What are some Christmas customs in Christian nations and cultures and stuff like that? What do people traditionally do in these countries around Christmas time? That's what we're going to be talking about today. But to be more specific, we're going to be talking about some slightly strange Christmas customs and the origins of these customs, i.e., where these customs come from. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break. But don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
The surprising origins of quirky Christmas customs. Most people don't think twice about the idea of hanging up stockings in their living rooms at Christmas. Yet that would be a very peculiar thing to do at any other time of the year. What's the story behind this and other strange Christmas traditions?
"大家好，标题中我们看到单字 quirky， 这个字是形容词，指古怪的、离奇的，常用于正面意涵，指怪异而有趣、吸引人的。例如 Henry has a quirky sense of humor that is hard for us to understand. Henry 有种古怪的幽默感，是我们很难理解的。
All right, everybody, we know what the normal customs for Christmas are. Putting presents under the tree, waiting for St. Nicholas to come, and putting decorations up in our house, hanging stockings over the fireplace, etc., etc. So, yes, indeed, here our lesson begins by saying most people don't think twice about the idea of hanging up stockings in their living rooms at Christmas. Yes, this is a normal thing to do during the Christmas season. You wouldn't think twice about it. If you think twice about something, that means you hesitate and you think, gee, this is kind of a strange thing. Maybe I shouldn't do this. So don't think twice is usually what people say. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Indeed, if Christmas is coming, I'm going to hang up those stockings in my living room, especially over the fireplace.
So there you go. It's Christmas, and you hang up some stockings. Okay, that makes sense. That's just what people do around Christmas time, especially if they're in a Christian country or if they happen to be Christian. Yeah, those situations with these types of people, yeah, hanging up your stockings around Christmas time, not a big deal. In fact, it's encouraged around Christmas time. Yet, that would be a very peculiar thing to do at any other time of the year. Yes, this would be strange and kind of out of place at any other time of year. And that's why we're using the word peculiar, okay? If something is peculiar, it doesn't quite make sense. It's strange. It's odd. It's weird, okay? Now, a peculiar person doesn't seem to fit in, okay? What they're doing, let's say, or what they're saying just doesn't make any sense. But what we're saying here, though, is that, yes, if you hung up your stockings in the middle of July or something like that, people might wonder, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? It doesn't make any sense. That's a peculiar thing to do. Now, some people call the sloth a peculiar animal. They think it's just a weird-looking animal, and the way that it moves is weird, but I actually like sloths. I think they're pretty cool. But yes, they kind of look strange. They move slowly. They got weird characteristics, so sometimes people call sloths peculiar animals.
Yeah, and for example, I just met this guy from Texas, and he has a peculiar accent. He talks a little differently from other people. But in this particular case, we're saying that putting stockings up on the wall or over your fireplace at other times of the year would be kind of peculiar, would be kind of unusual, a little strange. So in any case, that's one particular Christmas tradition, but what's the story behind this and other strange Christmas traditions? Yeah, why do people do this? Why do they hang stockings up in their living room during Christmas? And why do they do some other things during Christmas? Well, we'll find out about this as our lesson continues. So let's move on now to the second part. We'll listen first.
Decorations. Stockings are hung up to be filled with presents, and originally they were everyday socks. People switched to purely decorative stockings when they realized that limp used socks didn't look very attractive. People also hang mistletoe for Christmas, and couples are supposed to kiss underneath it. Some trace this practice to England, where men were allowed to demand a kiss from any woman caught below mistletoe during Christmas festivities. Refusing was thought to bring misfortune.
第二部分我们看到单字 decoration 这个字当可数名词时指装饰品，例如 Anne put up decorations around the house before the party 派对开始前 Anne 在屋内到处挂满装饰品。另外 decoration 也可以是不可数名词，指装饰、装潢，例如 Brad asked Rachel for advice on home decoration Brad 向 Rachel 请教居家装潢方面的建议。接着我们看到单字 limp 这个字是形容词，指软趴趴的、软弱无力的。例如 The flowers in the garden are limp because they lack water 花园里的花朵枯萎了，因为它们缺少水分。另外 limp 也可以当名词，指跛行、一瘸一拐的走。我们可以说 After I broke my leg, it took me almost a year before I could walk without a limp在我摔伤腿之后，我花了将近1年的时间才不用一跛一跛的走。再来，我们看到一个片语 be supposed to 加动词，表示应该要点点点，被认为要点点点。举例来说 Kevin is supposed to drive me to the airport tomorrow morning. Kevin 明早应该会载我到机场。接着看到一个名词 festivity 指庆祝活动、庆典。做此一时这个字横用复数形，例如 The mayor of the town is expected to join in the festivities at the park during the holiday. 市长被预期参加假期间在公园举办的庆典。另外，这个字除了上面的意思，如果当不可数名词时，可以指欢庆。我们可以说 The whole town is in the mood of festivity during the carnival. 全镇在嘉年华期间满溢着欢庆的气氛。最后我们看到一个名词 misfortune 指不幸、厄运。例如 Several misfortunes have happened in Gail's life and she needs our help. Gail 的生活中发生许多不幸，她需要我们的协助。另外 misfortune 去掉字首 mis 就成了反义词 fortune 指好运、幸运、财富。像是 I had the fortune of meeting my favorite actress while I was on the airplane. 我搭飞机时有幸遇到我最喜爱的女演员。再举一个例子 Jamie made a fortune writing romance novels and now she is sailing around the world. Jamie 写言情小说致富，现在她正环游世界。
Okay, so what's the story behind this, i.e. hanging up stockings, and some other strange Christmas traditions? That's the question we just asked. Now let's go ahead and start answering it right now. Decorations, okay? It wouldn't be Christmas without the decorations. During Christmas time, people put stuff all over their homes, inside and out, in order to make their house, or their houses, I should say, more festive. Like every Christmas, we have a Christmas tree. We put it up in our house, and then we put lights and bulbs on that tree. The tree is the most important thing. The decorations are those smaller things that you put on the tree to make the tree look better and more festive. So that's what decorations are.
That's right. And of course, we got Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, even decorations for Chinese New Year. Like you might put up some pictures of the wealth god on your door or something. That would be a New Year decoration. But in this particular case, we're talking about stockings, which are like big socks, basically, big long socks. Stockings are hung up to be filled with presents, and originally they were everyday socks. So indeed, people wore those socks on their feet, and of course, I suppose this tradition came from Northern Europe, where it's a bit cold, so their stockings went all the way up to their knees, and so they would be filled up with presents. But at the beginning, those stockings were everyday socks. Every day here is an adjective. It just refers to something that happens every day. So every day here is one word, but if you're talking about how often you do something, like I take a bath every day, that would be two words, every day. Taking a bath is an everyday activity for me, then that's an adjective, then it's just one word.
Now, people switch to purely decorative stockings when they realize that limp used socks didn't look very attractive. So they didn't look good, and they probably didn't smell good either. Anyways, it says here that people switch to purely decorative stockings. So these days, when you do see a stocking hung around Christmas time in someone's house around the fireplace or something like that, it's not going to look like a real sock. It kind of does have the shape of a foot, so it does resemble a sock in that way, but I have never once thought, okay, I'm going to put this stocking on my foot. It's not really a functional sock. It's a purely decorative one.
Decorative, being used as a decoration. So yeah, you wouldn't put them on your feet, actually. And of course, they did that when they realized that limp socks didn't look very attractive. Yeah, who wants to have those dirty, smelly socks hanging over the fireplace? Of course, they would have washed them, but they're all worn out, so they're limp. And limp just means they've kind of lost their shape, okay? They're kind of stretched out. They're too big. They're too fat in certain places. They kind of look like they should be thrown out, basically. So, yeah, they're limp socks. You might have a limp arm, for example. If you injured it, you can't really hold it up very well. It's just kind of hanging there. So, yes, these socks were limp, and they did not look very good on the wall. So, of course, they had some special socks made for the occasion.
Yeah, there you go. Let's say you hurt your leg and you can't walk properly. You can say that you are limping, or you're walking with a limp if you want to use the word as a noun. Anyways, people also hang mistletoe for Christmas, and couples are supposed to kiss underneath it. Now, we never had mistletoe in our house, so maybe you can enlighten us on mistletoe and how it works there, Roger.
I've only seen this on TV. We did not have mistletoe either, but basically mistletoe is a kind of plant. It's a parasitic plant that grows on bigger trees, and it has those white berries. So, of course, mistletoe will be on a tree. Usually, I think people sometimes cut them off of the trees and then hang them inside the house. And if someone is standing underneath that mistletoe, then you're supposed to kiss that person, especially if they are a couple. So if your girlfriend's there or if your boyfriend's there and they stand underneath the mistletoe, you're supposed to kiss them. So supposed to. You should do that according to tradition. Underneath is the same thing as under something, but in this particular case, it's just longer to make it sound better.
Underneath, under, beneath, below, all of these words would work in this particular situation. And yes, couples are supposed to kiss underneath the mistletoe, okay? They're expected to do this. This is a Christmas tradition. Anyways, now some trace this practice to England, where men were allowed to demand a kiss from any woman caught below mistletoe during Christmas festivities. Ooh, that kind of sounds a little bit sexist to me. Yeah, you better kiss me. Give me a kiss right now, lady. You're under the mistletoe. How dare men back in the day in England demand women to do this? That is simply simply terrible. But again, it was Christmas time, so maybe people were in a festive mood while participating in Christmas festivities.
Yeah, you probably couldn't get away with that nowadays, so usually it involves couples only. So, yes, indeed, if you're caught there, that means you're someplace where you're not supposed to be and someone discovers you. Like if you go into a store and try to steal something, you might get caught, so don't do it. Otherwise, you might spend the rest of your life in jail.
Anyways, yeah, back in the day in England, men demanded kisses from women caught below mistletoe during Christmas festivities. And apparently, the women couldn't say no. How terrible. Why? Because refusing was thought to bring misfortune. So yes, you better kiss me or else bad things are going to happen to you. That's what misfortune is all about, okay? If you suffer a misfortune, something bad and unlucky happens to you.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the second part of our lesson for today. Let's now find out about something called Christmas pickles.
Christmas pickles. Did you know that some families hang a glass pickle on their Christmas tree? According to one theory, the custom started when an American department store received a shipment of fruit and vegetable-shaped ornaments from Germany, including pickles. The company claimed that it was an old tradition in Germany for whoever found the pickle to get an additional present. However, few Germans have ever heard of the custom, so the true origin is still a mystery.
Okay, growing up, I did hang my stocking around Christmas time every year, okay? And in my house, we did not have mistletoe. But I do know what mistletoe is and how it functions. But Christmas pickles, I have no idea what is going on here. This is a really quirky Christmas custom. Christmas pickles, where did they come from?
Yep, it's odd, it's strange, it's weird, it's unusual. I've never heard of this tradition either, so let's find out about Christmas pickles right now. Of course, a pickle is a cucumber that has been preserved in vinegar or some kind of brine or something like that. And after a certain amount of time, you can cut them up and put them on your hot dogs or stuff like that. Pickles, okay? But we're asking the question here, did you know that some families hang a glass pickle on their Christmas tree? I've never heard of that before. We had bulbs on our Christmas tree and maybe some other kinds of decorations, but never a glass pickle. That does sound kind of unusual, and it sounds kind of special. Gee, I wonder where I can buy a glass pickle.
Well, Roger, if you really want one, maybe you should look that up on Google, or maybe you'll find one on Amazon.com or something like that. But back to the article, we're talking about Christmas pickles. According to one theory, the custom of Christmas pickles started when an American department store received a shipment of fruit and vegetable-shaped ornaments from Germany, including pickles. Now, the company claimed that it was an old tradition in Germany for whoever found the pickle to get an additional present. So, people, this is where the idea of Christmas pickles came from. This is where the custom came from. How about that?
Ornaments are like decorations, okay? So they got this box of decorations, of these ornaments, and they thought, hey, this is a marketing opportunity. We can take these glass pickles from this shipment from Germany and try to make it into a tradition here. So what they did, what this company did, what this American department store did, is they claimed that it was an old tradition in Germany for whoever found the pickle to get an additional present. So I guess they made it into a sort of game, and they thought, hey, if we have this tradition and we can start it, and enough people like this tradition, then we can sell lots of glass pickles. I guess it's similar to the tradition of barbecues at Mid-Autumn Festival here in Taiwan. I guess they say it was all started because of some advertising campaign for sauce.
There you go. However, get this, few Germans have ever heard of the custom, so the true origin is still a mystery. Was it an ad campaign? Is there a deeper explanation? We don't know, and neither do the Germans, apparently. Few Germans have ever heard of this custom. How interesting, how cool, how quirky. All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to say goodbye for now, but don't worry, don't fret, the Chinese teacher is on her way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny， 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文一开始提到 Most people don't think twice about the idea of hanging up stockings in their living rooms at Christmas. 大多数的人对圣诞节时在客厅挂袜子并不会多想。好，句子里面呢用到 think twice 想2次，它就相当于中文说的三思，表示说再三思考啊，重新思考。当我们用 somebody doesn't think twice about 什么什么，就表示某人没有仔细思考某事，没有仔细思考去做某事。好，顺便补充几个跟思考有关的用语哦。第一个叫做 think outside the box，字面上的意思是在箱子外面思考。好，这边的 box 其实就是用来指局限思考范围的框框。那 think outside the box 就类似中文说的跳脱窠臼、跳脱框架思考。举例来说 To solve the problem, we need to think outside the box. 要解决这个问题，我们必须跳脱框架来思考。好，第二个用语叫做 think big。什么叫做想大呢？它其实用来表达想得远大，把眼光放远，怀着远大的抱负。举例来说 If we're going to expand our business, we should think big. 如果我们要拓展事业版图，就必须把眼光放远，把它想得远大一点。好，那么第三个用语叫做 second thought， 字面的意思是第二个想法。那它是用来表达重新考虑、重新思考，我们就可以用片语 on second thought 来表达重新考虑之后又想了一下，然后用来带出你某个这个深思熟虑之后的决定，或是经过重新考虑之后你所改变的想法。举例来说，像我们去点冰淇淋啊，点吃的时候可能会这样子 I'd like strawberry ice cream, thanks. Wait, on second thought, I'll have chocolate ice cream instead. 我要草莓冰淇淋，谢谢。等等，我想了一下，还是选巧克力冰淇淋好了。所以这个 on second thought 就可以表达，我想了一下，我再重新考虑之后，我改变了什么想法。好，另外我们还可以用 have second thoughts about something 来表达对什么什么有所疑虑。这时候它的 thought 是要用复数形哦。举例来说 Diane is having second thoughts about getting married. Diane 对结婚有疑虑，她对结婚迟疑了。好，第四个用语叫做 a penny for your thoughts. Penny P-E-N-N-Y 它可以指一便士，或是指美元里面的一分，少量的钱。那 a penny for your thoughts 字面的意思是用1分钱来买你的想法。这其实是用在当你看到对方若有所思或是心事重重的时候，就可以用这句话来问对方在想什么。你可以说 a penny for your thoughts， 你在想什么呢？好，第五个呢叫做 food for thought， 字面上的意思是提供思考的食物，引申用来表达引人深思的事情，值得思考的事物。那我们就可以用 give somebody food for thought 来表达发人省思。举例来说 The article gave him food for thought. 那篇文章让他认真的省思了一番，让他思考了一番。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天单字吧。
Peculiar. Everyone was worried about Elliot's peculiar behavior, but he insisted nothing was wrong. Decoration. Some people believe that it's bad luck to keep Christmas decorations up after Boxing Day. Limp. You can soak limp vegetables in cold water for about 30 minutes to revive them. Underneath. Damien stores his suitcases underneath his bed when he's not using them. Misfortune. After Sophia suffered many years of misfortune, her life circumstances greatly improved.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.